I'm happy if people like it, and I'm always a bit frustrated if people don't like it. But in the end, I don't really care too much, you know, because I reached an age, you know, in my work or my achievement where I hope that I still can do a lot of films, but it's more like, how do I like what I did, or don't like what I did, you know? It's like, am I happy with the film? Am I not happy with the film, you know? So reactions help to sell the film, you know, and this is it. And if I can sell the film and everybody is happy, you know, and like Warner Brothers or whoever, and if it's not the case, you know, because if there is a shitstorm on the film or whatever, you know, that doesn't help to sell the film. But I don't do films in thinking about what people like or don't like, or what do they expect or do they not expect. There are filmmakers like that. There's a whole industry like that, and I do respect that. But I'm afraid I'm not such an artist. The American culture, the lifestyle we live, you know, here in Greece or in Germany or wherever, is very much an American lifestyle, if you want or not, you know, like and the lifestyle, or from there, is like the political correctness, you know, the hysterical political correctness, you know, and I think the harsh reaction, or the hysterical reaction, I think it's hysterical, has to do with the changing of the culture in the media world, you know. It's like the political correctness is here now, you know, and so the reaction tells me more about the society than about my film or myself, you see. First, I think it's a film about a human being, and I am a human being, and you know, Honka was a human being, and I'm looking for what do I have in common, and maybe it's just that he breathes and I'm breathing. Maybe it's just that, but breathing is the essence of everything, you know. So this is the one thing, and the other thing is, I don't like Hollywood formula, you know, anymore. Like, what are the beats I have to use to make such a character acceptable? Yeah, he was raped as a kid, and I don't know, he was in a concentration camp, you know. I didn't want to go there for different reasons. I didn't want to go there because of it would be, most of the people who are raped as kids, they're not serial killers. So it would be kind of like disrespect. And on the other hand, I still have an empathy, and I believe that audience, if they're willing to see the film, you know, have an empathy for him, for the character, and I think this has to do with Jonas. You know, the trick was not to create an empathetic moment. The trick was to cast a young person, you know, because I can do a lot of makeup. You know, I can make one eye go there and one there, but still it's his soul. And because he's a young man, he could be my child, there's an innocence. You know, you cannot erase that with makeup. And this is in the film, and this is my approach to the character, you know, so the innocence is based on his youth.
Yes, it is. It's like sport. You know, it was such intense days every day, and we were working so precise, and we were discussing the whole day. We have to concentrate the whole day, and in the end I was so tired that I fell in my bed and I couldn't think much about murder or the character or whatever. I prepared myself for the next day, but that's basically it. No, I don't have nightmares or stuff like this. It was like, I have the makeup, then we're starting the day, and in the end I'm putting I remove my makeup, and then it's done. First of all, with the makeup, for me it really helped. I mean, it took 3 hours every day, but you get used to it. You know, then it's in the first week you're like, oh fuck, every day 3 hours. But no, it's the process. It's part of it, and you get used to it. And I think, for me, in acting-wise, it helped a lot. And yeah, to create a scene like the struggling scene, it's based on trust, and it's like a dance. You know, you're learning a choreography, and he's the choreographer.
The stunt coordinator is the choreographer.
Yeah, but
yeah,
also,
we decide how we want to do it.
We decide how we want to do it and how you want to see it, and then we dance together. And dancing have to do something with trust, you know, that you're not stepping on the feet of the other person, that you have respect, and that you are still taking care. Also, when you're playing violence, you're still taking care for each other. And I think this was the main thing during the whole shooting.
When I see the film, I don't think it's that explicit, you know, not one by one. You know, a lot of things, a lot of violence, real violence, is off screen. You hear it, or you know what's happening. You combine this image and with this image, and your head gives you another image, which is not on screen, but you believe you have seen it. And it's also a lot about that. For a filmmaker, you know, this filmmaking element of exactly this was a challenge for me, and it was an experience, and it was something I was interested in, you know, and it was also sport in a way, like, and this is based on a novel, and the novel is very explicit and brutal and cruel and disgusting, you know, repulsive. And I was wondering, am I director enough? Do I have the skills to put this on screen? You know, not so much the balls, but the skills. You know, the balls I have. Don't worry about that. But the skills, you know, and that was the challenging thing. So it was from this technical point of view. So the violence was something where I really thought in a technical way. It was a technical approach. Not too much like in a moral way.
Hopefully they feel something in a physical way, or they have to think about human beings. I don't know. I'm not good in this. What the audience should think. I don't know. Should feel.
I think they should like you, or have an empathy for you. Not like you not. This is not based on to like you. No, but empathy, and I think it works, because the film works with audience pretty well.
For the audience,
yeah, it works better with the audience than with the critics, you know, very much.
It's an experience together, and I think when this works, then everything is possible. That they don't like this character, or that they like this character, but they hopefully they will feel something.
They don't want to like him, but there's one moment when you don't drink, when the character quits drinking, you wish as an audience that you stay stubborn. If you have that, this is a lot, you know. This is a lot. This is a human experience then, with the audience, you know. And I hope for that, and I want to disturb the audience, and I want that the film. Everybody's talking about, I don't know, 3D and I don't know, this glasses interactive, you know, AR, you know, to be more in the film, you know. Man, with this thing, two-dimensional, what we did, you are really deep in the film. You know, it's 6 dimensions, you know what I mean, our film. And everybody wants that. Here you go, here you have it, you know. Pay the ticket and get the experience. 6D, VR, whatever you want. You can even smell the film, you know what I mean.